baby.
Alright. We got our boy Duck over here, Cortex Commander, on the right-hand side of the map. Charlie in the hills, of course. Starting the low ground, Cortex. Left-hand side, Cortex also. Akamar 6. 4 mix, 2 wind. 4 mix, 2 solar. Okay. If the wind carries on its collision course with 2, then Duck's going to have a slightly better opening. But if the wind does anything else, Akamar's going to have a better opening here. Let's go here like this. There we go. Now I don't need to do anything. Okay, wind is going down, so better for Duck right now. You see energy produced there. Akamar's slightly ahead, but as the wind drops, Duck gets more energy. Akamar now having to drop a solar despite having wind turbines down, but as that wind comes back up, he'll be in a bit of a better position, so he drops the single solar straight into a lab. He's definitely going to start overflowing here as he builds his lab. He should be. I don't know why he's not. Weird. Worked out perfectly for him. Duck's starting to drop some wins now. He's gone 3 solars. Oh, seems very metal intensive, to be honest. Akamar walking while the lab opens. Straight into resbot. Okay. Resbot out for Duck as well. 2 cons coming out for Duck next. 2 resbots into 2 cons. Overflowing a significant amount of energy here, Duck. Very, very high on energy right now. Not sure what he's up to. Meanwhile, Akamar, single resbot, double cons. Okay, 1 less resbot, and he's managing his energy a little bit better here. When I say a little bit better, I mean significantly better. Yeah, I'm not sure about this opener for Duck. Seems a little suboptimal. I guess you could be saying that he's playing it safe. Akamar really balancing that energy quite well, actually. Yeah, Duck just overflowing like crazy. Both players starting to get units out now. You can see army value. Akamar's got a little bit more army value. 160 metal in the bank for Duck. 400 in the bank for Akamar. And that's probably due to the solar difference. Do have a resbot down here for Akamar, and that's actually probably the difference as well. You can see metal produced is 200 more for Akamar because he has been reclaiming the metal that was up here. He's also claiming metal down here as well and up here. Okay, we got units coming out across the map for both players. Duck con walking to get these mixes. Does have a con turret almost finished? Okay, he does have a con turret finished. That was weird. Energy excess 7.5k already for Duck. That's a bit excessive for my taste. But 2 to 22 wind is a bit rough. You can see Akamar is actually struggling for energy now. He's trying to build a con turret, but he's really struggling to get it out. Luckily, Duck already has that energy production up and running, so he doesn't need to worry as much about it. But he does end up getting it up and running in the end after stalling out one of his metal, 3 of his metal extractors. But just for a couple of seconds, so it's not too big of a deal. Duck still hasn't reclaimed any of this metal laying around. Looks like Akamar's trying to spot a resbot down here, but there is actually none there. Both players with average radar coverage for now. Duck walking as commander, Akamar opting to stay at home. Does get another construction bot out for expansion to the northern side to assist this guy. He has a single bot expanding to the south side as well. Looks like this guy over here is going to go down. Army value fairly even right now. Looks like Duck is starting to get that metal. He's queuing up all this metal now. You can see him doing that there. 400 metal ahead for Akamar right now, but there is, fair amount of metal banging around on the map for Duck to reclaim. Couple of nice trades here for Duck. Does lose a grunt. Let's check out the bases really quick. So sitting on 15 wins and 3 solars, 2 con turrets for Duck. And what do we got here? We got 12 wins, 5 solars, and a second 3 con turrets for Akamar. He is out of metal, so he's going to start overflowing energy in a minute if he's not careful. And he is still adding more energy on, interestingly. I'm not sure why. I'm actually going to keep my eye on this. Maybe he's going to reclaim his solars. That would be the wise thing to do here, now that the wind's nice and high. Reclaim a couple solars, drop a E-store or 2. But I'm not sure. We'll see what he does. He is going for the middle in the center, which is also going to boost his middle production. I'm not too familiar with this map in 1 vs 1. There is a lot of middle reclaim, which I guess is why everybody goes bots. And if you're going bots, you got to go grunts, right? So let's check out vision. So Duck's seen this. That's about it. Akamar has seen a little bit of each side, but not really a whole lot. Duck rezzing all the dead units. Duck actually taking a bit of a bad trade there. Oof. Loses, what was that, like 3 grunts for 1? 4 grunts for 2. And Akamar going to be reclaiming that, floating almost 1,000 metal now. Is transitioning into vehicles though, so that metal should disappear momentarily. Akamar trying to slip around the side with 10 grunts. Duck already got more than enough to defend this. Army value in favor of Duck, considering he's reviving and not reclaiming like Akamar is. Duck not transitioning yet. He is going to be going for the Geo and then into an air lab. With the wind dropping, that Geo is going to be a drain on his resources, but it should be okay because he doesn't really need the energy right now. Meanwhile over here, Akamar dropping that E-store now, finally. He's getting a second one. He's spent most of his metal, but he is struggling to spend all of his metal. The vehicle lab transition has been spotted by Duck. I wonder if he's still going for the air lab after he's spotted that. Once this Geo comes up, Duck should be fine for energy for like quite a significant amount of time. But the thing is, the energy production is not doing great because of the wind. It should be fine though. That wind is slowly coming back up. He's going to drop himself a solar just to get that little bit of a boost he needs. Northern side has been cleared. He is desperately running that res bot away, trying to escape from this army. Is he going to get away? He does actually survive with the res bot. Double LLT down here just to block off any grunts trying to run through. A little bit of a two-pronged attack here from Duck. Distract the army over here, push through with an army over here. He's going to clear up at least 1 metal extractor. I'm not sure how much further he's going to penetrate into Akamar's side of the map. How's our lobby looking? Lobby's looking good. Lobby's looking good, boys. Does lose that res spot in the end. Naked expanding with these cons is crazy. If Duck had actually pushed this way, he probably could have picked up 2 cons there. Spots the commander. Does go for the self-D because there is a hefty amount of metal on the ground here. Alright, the air lab is up. Is he going to go for shurikens? He goes for air cons, tries and gets that high ground mix. Looks like Akamar's doing the same. He's reclaimed his bot lab. He's reclaiming his solars at the same time. He's got more than enough energy at the moment because the wind is on max. Good time to go into air. Probably be a good time to drop the Geo, but I'm not sure what Akamar is thinking. Alright, Akamar does have a vehicle army. 14 incisors and a couple of grunts. Luckily there's some thugs here. Thugs decent against these slower moving vehicles, but they do... Oh, I was going to say they do pivot, but they are actually going to go for these thugs. This will end up being a metal feed for Duck unless these incisors get some serious damage that I don't think they're going to get. They might get 1 mix if they're lucky. No. Ends up just being a metal feed there. Over 1,000 metal here on the ground now for Duck. In the center of the map we do have Akamar and Duck going toe-to-toe with the commanders. Both players have an air lab. Neither player building anything from the air lab. We see a vehicle transition out of Duck now. And Duck is getting these high ground mixes a lot quicker, and he's going to actually reclaim all this side metal. Whereas Akamar's already gone for the metal in this little bay here. So both players being a little sneaky with their air labs. Just checking that lobby. Pounder's coming out now. Looks like Duck's going to be reviving these incisors. Akama are actually going to go and reclaim his own medal over here. So he is at least going to get his own medal here. Duck still has the medal in the front of his base. He does see the air con. Clears it out with a fighter. Lost a little bit of that medal, but not too much. Alright, let's check out the bases one more time. Akama finally going for that... excuse me. Finally going for that Geo. We're looking at about 65% done. He's up to 9 con turrets that can both reach the air lab and the vehicle lab. He has a scout that's just flown over Duck space. So you can see here that he's got full scout off on Duck space, basically. Sees all 3 labs here. Duck, on the other hand, is reclaiming his bot lab just now. Does have a lot of metal. I wonder if he's going to be going into T2. Yeah, he is going to be going into T2 after reclaiming that lab. He does have another solar here to reclaim. Both players have air. Duck has air superiority right now. Surprised it's not a bombing run. We have a forward vehicle lab going down for Akamara at the same time. Double vehicle lab. So Duck's going to go T2 and Akamara's going to go for that risky... Oh, sorry, safe, I should say. Not risky. Safe double T1 lab push. So Duck's going to lose a bit of tempo here, and this may screw him. We'll see what happens here. Because you see the army value is in his favor. So Akama still has to catch up to that army value and then surpass it before any T2 units actually start coming out. Akama already has these middle mixes from the start, so I'm surprised Duck still hasn't built those. Looks like he's coming back to build them now, maybe? I'm not sure. He's getting a little bit of AA up just in case of a sneaky bombing run. Check lobby one more time. 5 a pop, okay. Alright. My mic's still on? My mic is still on. Let me know if you guys can't hear me very well. Alright. Here comes the push, and it is going to be Pounder Brute for Akama here. And it's probably going to be Tigers from Duck once he starts getting the actual T2 units out. No T2 transition out of Akama yet, but he is building advanced solars while he's building fighters. And floating 2000 metal. Oh, I don't know about this, bro. This seems a little suboptimal to me. Fighters are already a heavy energy drain, and whacking advanced solars on top of that is absolute insanity in my eyes. But who am I to judge the king? We do have 4 con turrets on the front line here building these brutes and pounders. These incisors do slip through, but only 3 get past the LLT. Very low health as well. They are obviously going to go down. There's the slash pause. Unpause from Akama now. I'm not sure what he was doing there. And we have some tigers now coming out. So we have... Is that a pounder? Tsar, sorry, not a pounder. the old T2 pounder. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, he actually cancels the Tsar. Okay. So we've got 2 tigers coming out for Duck. We do have the res bots just going ham on that energy for the moment. Energy excess. Duck is up to 105k. Definitely something he should probably work on. Alright, the Tsar is now coming out. Massive air superiority for Akama here. I say massive, but it's not really, is it? He's gonna spot the T2 lab with this. He sees the T2. And what does he decide to do? He drops a bot lab, so he's now got 3 front labs. And he's gonna go for an all-in. And I think the army value is in favor of Duck right now. Duck's gonna take a slow retreat here. I'm surprised he's not pushing on this northern side where he's got the T2 units. The Tsar is actually coming down on the southern side, and with the res bots that he's still got from the start of the game, he should be able to take control of this reclaim field. It looks like Akama's getting res bots to counteract that instantly. Okay, we're almost there on the lobby. Akama actually never finished his mixes on the high ground, interestingly. Duck getting a little bit APM stalled, it seems. 2.5k metal on the ground here, and Duck is just going to start reclaiming all of that by the looksies of it. A little bit of friendly fire on that tiger there. Akama still no T2. Very interesting. Very interesting gameplay here. I'm not sure what the hell he's doing. He has started spending his metal. Now he's only floating 900. And now he's accessing a crazy amount of E. I'm not sure what the fuck, bro. This guy's giving coaching. There's the T2 lab. This guy's giving coaching, by the way, if anyone wants to learn how to play like him. Okay, big push up here from these incisors. Surprised Commander didn't go in for the D-guns, interestingly. There is going to be a Tiger coming out, a couple Shurikens. Oh, single Shuriken. And now we have a Tsar coming out for Akamar on the front line. He's definitely got the energy production he needs to build it. A Geo going up for Duck as this raid comes through. Not a single LLT has gone down. We do have some Tigers here, so this raid should be stopped. Those wins are basically null and void anyway right now. And we do have the Shurikens out to try and stop this push. We have fighters coming out for Akamar. But there is fighters here for Duck to stop this. Respot's actually reviving all of this now, instead of reclaiming it, interestingly, for Duck. And his commander's going to rebuild these mixes, so no foul, no harm. Alright, Jammer and Radar bot now coming out for Akamar. There is a Jammer on his commander here to stop any cheeky pushes if this Tsar tries to go for the T2 lab. There we go, the AGO finishes, and now Duck is back in business. He is floating 2.5k metal, whereas Akamar is now down to 0 metal, so he is spending his metal. No vision for Duck on the Tsar here. Actually turns... Wait, that should turn... Yeah, it turns off the radar, and it spots the commander of Akamar. Oh my god, he doesn't actually go for the snipe, interestingly, and he's going to go around. That was a very lucky shot from Duck there. Now they know that there's a commander chilling just in front of this lab, and he's going to try to do a little run by with some brutes and a tiger, it seems. Clear out an LLT and some mixes. And the lobby looks full. Alright, we are done here. Let me just speed this up a little bit and we'll see what happens. Akamar calls GG. That was the end of the game. Duck takes the win. Well done. Alright, let's go.